Oh my god. Okay, so welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well. I want to first say and apologise for not posting a video for quite a while. I recently had my 30th birthday. I was planning to do a video for that, okay, to showcase what makeup I was going to wear, or, you know, to do a makeup look. However, things got a little too busy. I will apologise on my end. But I am back now, and also if you notice I have got a ring light, so it looks much more better, much more kind of like light, like a lot of more light in the room. Obviously it's been darker now here currently because obviously we're getting towards winter time soon, so I feel like the days are very dark and dull, so I wanted to get a ring light to kind of brighten everything up. But anyway, let's get into the video. So I have got two products to review today. They are relatively new actually, especially one of them. So the first one is another foundation. So like I said before for you guys, I really wanted to try new foundations because I don't have a lot that I have in my collection, and I want to kind of see what's out there. So last time we actually reviewed the Rimmel one, which in my opinion, after wearing it, it did last all day. However, there was patches where it was kind of, it didn't look the same as when I was applying it. So like I'd have to apply more powder, you know, just to stop it kind of like basically going all moist. But it could have been the fact that my skin is quite oily anyway. I have combination skin. So overall the foundation, I would still recommend it. It's just I feel like for me personally, with any foundation that I do try, I have to touch it up anyway in some form because my skin tends to get quite oily when it has product on it for longer than, I'd say, about 6 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, depends on what you're doing really. But anyway, so this one is the L'Oreal Paris. Okay, so we've got another brand this time. Infallible 32 hour fresh wear, vitamin C SPF 25. So this is the L'Oreal one. Excuse a little kind of little marker here. I haven't took that off yet because I haven't even actually looked at it or nothing. So this is the first time I'm actually seeing it with you guys. I brought this about a week ago, but I haven't tried it yet. So there's a bottle. So it's very much kind of basic. You get a little pump, which is probably my favourite one actually, rather than just, you know, scooping it out. I feel like the packaging itself is okay. It's standard. The colour that I went for is, it says neutral here, 20. So this could be like a very neutral colour. Yeah, I feel like this one's called neutral, if I'm correct in thinking. So it's quite a light one. I didn't go the lightest shade in there, and they do actually have different kind of tints. So you can have like a more not ready toned, or more pinky toned, or more yellow toned. I just went with the basic kind of neutral one because I wasn't sure. Like, I'm not good at kind of matching my skin tone to the T basically, but so I went with the neutral one. So what I know of this foundation, it's got 30 milliliters in. I don't think it's cruelty free, you know. I'm not sure about vegan either. I will have to have a look for you guys. I might even comment in the description. I should have really had a look before I cut on this video, but I kind of wanted just to test them out for you guys. I will obviously let you know in the comments below if they are cruelty free and vegan. Again, each foundation comes with a 12-month expiry date to when you're meant to change them up. But this one states that it's 32-hour wear. Like I said in the previous one though, I wouldn't recommend wearing a foundation for longer than just a normal standard day. Like that could be like a 9-to-5 job, or, you know, even half of that time, or it depends on what's normal to you. But if you was, it says it can last 32 hours, okay? It's called fresh wear as well, and it says it's got vitamin C in it, and it's also SPF 25, so it also protects your skin in some kind of way against kind of sunlight or the rays from the sun. And then the second product is actually from the same company line. This is actually the relative, like, I think both of these are new actually, but this one's more new. This literally came out not long ago. This is the L'Oreal Paris Infallible 3-second setting mist, 36-hour no transfer, and it comes in a nice red bottle like this. This is actually really new. because it's actually, I think it's selling out actually all over the place. And I went out to like a big supermarket mall type place, and I looked at it and I thought they literally had a few left, and I thought, well, let me try it because I want to try a different setting spray anyway. So this one is a L'Oreal one. So this is the makeup setting spray, 3-second setting mist. It's no transfer as well, which is perfect. So it looks like this. It's just like in a handy red bottle with a black top. Again, you've got the little nozzle there. The spray, it's not that bad. Now the smell straight away, it smells coconutty. That's just my, like, I'm smelling coconutty. It's definitely got a scent to it. It's not like a neutral scent. So if you're not into scents, this might not be for you. But yeah, again, it depends. It's not to the point where it's like really going to interfere with the experience for me. It actually smells coconutty, and I love coconut. Yeah, it does have sort of a slight clinical smell as well, if you kind of understand, like a makeup clinical smell. It definitely has a smell there. So if you are not into strong smells, I won't recommend this. But let's see how it's going to wear. So I'm going to start off and I'm going to take you through my base. I will skip through various stuff. I will do my eyebrows now off camera, and I'll come back and we can get into applying this foundation. Infallible foundation. Like I said, I'm going to use a brush because that's what I use mostly now. I'm just going to see if this smells, because I'm quite... Oh, it's actually more runny than the Rimmel one. It smells a bit like sun cream. It's not heavy with the smell. This is better than Rimmel with the smell. So if you like something that doesn't smell too bad, I would recommend this one over the Rimmel that I've tried previously. Yeah, it's just got a slight, it's like a sun cream kind of smell. It's more watery than the Rimmel. As you can see, it's coming down my hand. I think the colour might be okay. It's going to be a little bit more pale than I need, but I will obviously bronze my skin up. Let's see how it applies. So yeah, it's a bit too light, but to be honest with you, we can fix it. It's fine. It's not like it, at least it's not too dark. I feel like if it's too dark, it can be a little bit more hard to fix. I mean, you can add concealer and stuff, but realistically, you know, this one just needs a bit of bronzer. So already the coverage is going to look okay. Now what I'm going to do is just stipple it into my skin first, just so... Oh wow. So you can already see the coverage there, like, you know, it is quite pale, but the thing is, the coverage is actually quite good. It's already covering up certain blemishes that I have. My skin's looking a bit more kind of neutral rather than kind of all over the place. Like, it's literally, look at the difference already. Obviously, I applied quite a bit on that side. You can apply less or more however you want it. But look at that compared already. So you have this side which is like full of texture and, you know, discoloration, and then this side is literally just gonna be like a mask, literally. Even with the excess on my brush, as I'm patting into the skin, even with the sheerness of like me using the extra that's left on my brush, it's still covering up the blemishes. So for coverage, it's definitely got a high score. Obviously the overall how it's going to wear is the most important bit to me, because, you know, it's okay having a foundation that lasts, that basically covers your blemishes, but if it doesn't last, then it's not going to be good. So I'm going to make sure to go in my hairline a little bit. Now this is quite pale, so I don't usually have to worry too much, because obviously my skin is quite pale anyway. I feel like their colour's not bad actually, thinking about it now. It's actually not bad. I'm actually glad I went for this one rather than something that was a bit more like a rose tint or like a yellow tint or a blush tint or something. I'm going to try not to go too far under my eye, because like I said in previous videos, I do suffer with creases under my eyes, which have been there unfortunately since I was younger, because I feel like some people do have that natural creases in their eyes that they can't get rid of. Do you know, like when you're younger, some people have like a smooth under eye? Mine has always been creased. So I've always had this issue ever since I was a teenager. So realistically the best thing to do is not put any product in that area whatsoever. But yeah, I'm actually liking this. So far the smell is a winner for me. There's hardly no smell. Like I said before, it has a very sort of subtle sun cream smell. To me it's nothing bad at all. I can't smell nothing on my skin. It feels okay. It doesn't actually feel cakey or thick. And also we have a great coverage here. So already this is going to get good scores from me. But obviously the main thing is how it wears. And also how it feels with other products too. Now we do have obviously the L'Oreal setting spray, which is in the same company. However, most of my products I do have come from Maybelline or Barrier M. So we can see how they affect it. I was actually going to try something new from Barrier M, but I thought to myself, let's try a total different brand. So L'Oreal, I have had such stuff from the past from there, but to be honest with you, it's been quite a while since I've actually purchased anything from L'Oreal. So as you can see already, we've got a beautiful coverage. Now obviously if you're looking for a full coverage, this could even be medium if you want it to be quite sheer, like you can put just one small layer on it. But if you want something that's very, very kind of like natural looking and, you know, can still show your skin through, this probably won't be the one for you. This is definitely for someone who wants that coverage to cover areas of their skin or blemishes, scars even for some people. I have a scar here, but it does actually quite, it covers quite good. I'm going to go into my hairline just a little bit. And then we're going to do forehead. Go around my eyebrows. I am wearing a little fuzzy hair thing just to keep my strays from kind of sticking to my face. I will take it off at the end, but I haven't got my hair down today. It's just basically up in a bun because I am due to wash it. It's hair wash day today. So, but yeah, overall my eyes look a bit weird because you can see the redness still under there. However, obviously I'm going to put concealer and stuff. So let's just make sure that we're putting this all the way into my hairline so that we don't have no lines. Perfect. As you can see though, it's quite a good match. This literally, obviously it's slightly paler than what I am, but this is going to be easier to blend in than it was if I were to get a darker one, which I had before. You know, I made it work, but it took a while to blend it into my skin. So I'm just going to let that set and dry for a minute because, you know, foundation does need time to set into the skin. Just make sure we're blending it all in the eyes. And look, it's got rid of all them blemishes, all them kind of scars. It's got rid of all that redness to like a basic neutral base. So already with this foundation, I would say it's very good for kind of coverage. It's very good for the smell. It's very good for feeling not heavy at all. It actually doesn't feel like I've got anything on. Now for me personally, I have to be careful with that because I end up forgetting, and later on I'll probably wipe my face and I end up with like makeup everywhere. But this is actually good. The scores are actually quite good considered like the Rimmel one. The Rimmel had a few things that I was a bit like, It still was a decent foundation for drugstore and I still recommend it in some sense. But this one definitely has kind of gone above that. This multi-use concealer. Instant Age Rewind 95 shades. This is 95. I think this is classed as a highlighter one, or is it just a really light concealer? Now the concealers, obviously I prefer to go with light. As you can see, there's no product on that sponge at all. It's literally brand new. I haven't used it yet. All you got to do is wind it up until you see the product come up the top. There we go. It starts to appear now. As you can see, it starts to come out the top. And then all you do is apply it to wherever you want it. So I'm going to apply it to my forehead just a little bit. This is quite light because I want a really bright concealer. It's going to make me look even pale for the moment, but I will add my contour very soon. So I'm just going to stipple this on bit by bit. Just so we can have that extra coverage. And I feel like Maybelline Eraser is one of the products that I've tried with many other brands and they always seem to go well with a lot of stuff. It's not a, by the way, this is not a paid promotion or nothing, but I just really like Maybelline products. I'm going to add a little bit on my chin because I do have a lot of stuff that needs to be covered up even more. Plus, I like that kind of brightness on my chin area. I don't want to add too much concealer because obviously I want the foundation to speak for itself. However, we do need to try it out with other products first to see how it does actually wear. Say what shade this is. You get 2 in a pack. You get a highlighter and a contour. This one's a medium shade kit. I'm just going to use this to do my skin. Now I want to have that bronze look because I do love a bronze look, so I'm going to put quite a bit of this on just so we can actually even out our skin on our jawbone here, down here, and then I will put a little bit on my forehead on either side. Make sure when you do your nose contour, you can do it however you want, but for me personally, I like to do the whole shape of the nose because our nose doesn't stop here. It goes right into our arch of our eye, which makes it actually makes our nose look smaller in my opinion. Our cheekbones and obviously our chin. We've got that whole shape forming, but it makes it just look a bit more natural. Perfect. And then I'm just going to blend this into my hairline as well, just so we don't have a line. My forehead's not too big, but obviously I like to get it in that hairline so that we don't have any kind of weird lines going on. For powder, as you guys know, my favourite, Maybelline Fit Me. I am yet to try some new powders out, however this will be my all-time favourite to come back to. This is the only one that I've tried in drugstore that really kind of sets with my skin. Now translucent for me is the best kind of shade to go for me personally. You can go for whatever you like. I personally like to have just a plain translucent powder because I don't like to add more colour to my face. Now some people might, you know, want to go with colour, and that's perfectly fine. Just make sure to go for a shade that you're happy with, something that's not too dark or not too light, unless you want that brightening effect, of course. I've always gone with translucent because I like the way that it doesn't change the makeup that's on your face. I like to know that it's just basically just a plain colour rather than just have extra colour on your face. And also it helps as well if you want to touch up your face during the day. You're not adding any more extra like makeup to your face. It's just basically just translucent powder just to make sure you're not oily. So I've always used this. This is my favourite. Now this is a brand new one. As you can see, the pan has not been touched, and so hasn't this sponge, which makes me feel like this is like so nice to know that this hasn't been touched. So this is a brand new powder. I'm going to use what comes with it actually. I don't usually do this, but I'm going to get a nice portion on my sponge and we're going to start setting my face. Now, if you haven't watched my channel before, I will show you what I usually use for my powder. So it needs to be clean, but we do have a powder puff. These are the ones that you put between your hands. They're cheap ones. I think I got them from, was it Amazon or from a beauty site or something? You can get them anywhere, but you put your fingers in, you dip it on your sponge, and then you just pat it into your skin and get into any kind of crevices that you need. Today I'm just going to use this one that comes with the pan. So I usually use these, but they need a good wash really. So I'm just going to go and put a plenty amount on this sponge, and I'm just going to take it under my eye. Now remember that we started off, we didn't put all the product underneath our eyes, we left kind of a little bit of a gap, but I'm still going to put my powder there just so we can blend it in. As you can see here, you still see a little bit of redness where my eye is, where I haven't put the makeup. Now usually what I would do is put a little bit of eyeshadow under there to blend it all in. However, you can just put a little bit of product under there, like powder like this, just to get rid of that redness. But I don't mind a little bit of redness. It makes me look like I've got a little bit of makeup on. Today I won't be doing my eyeshadow, it's just a base look. But I do have an exciting video that I'm coming back with. It definitely will be this week. And I feel like I want to, do you know how like, you know the singer Zara Larsson, right? I love her music. Her music's so good. However, her makeup looks have gone viral. And it's not just because of that reason, but because I love her style. Her style is basically out there. It's really nice compared to what most singers usually do. And so I want to recreate one of her looks, and I feel like it's going to be the perfect time because I recently got a new palette, and I'll show you guys. I'm not going to use it yet, but I have got a new palette. This is a new one from Revolution to add to my collection. I'm so excited, oh my god. This is the Makeup Revolution London Forever Flawless palette. This is relatively new. I literally have seen it in the shop. This one, I think this is the only one that's available right now. There is another one which is like a blue and green vibe, which I was very, very intrigued by. However, as you can see, we have not played with it yet. But we have all these gorgeous colours here. We have neutrals, sparkly. We have very nice colours here. So yeah, I won't go through all the colours, but we have like pinks, purples, we have reds, brick tones, we have neutrals, and I'm so excited to get into these because they are kind of more of a rosy type romantic vibe, and I really like that. So I'm going to be delving into that when I come to Zara Larsson's look, but also she does have quite bright colours on her face, so I will be using my other palettes like James Charles and stuff like that to kind of imitate that look. Steps before we use our setting spray today, we're going to use my bronzer and we're going to use some blush. So starting off with the bronzers, I am going to use my Rimmel Natural Bronzer in the shade 002 Sun Bronze. So they do have quite a few shades. Now these are pigmented. The MUA one, which I'm going to use in a minute, is so much more pigmented than the other ones. However, these are quite, you know, I would recommend using a small amount first and then probably progressing with that. So with this Sunkissed bronzer, I'm going to use it all over my face because I like it to be all over bronzed. So I'm just going to make sure to put that all over. It not only helps set the face even more, but it also kind of just gives it that overall bronzy look. Now, if you're not like me and you don't like an overall really like bronzy look, I would say like maybe just put a little bit of bronzer on and stop there. You know, however you like it. Makeup's not wrong. You can do it however you like. But I like my face to be all over bronze, so it can give me that kind of healthy, kind of nice, warm glow. As you can see, we still have the kind of brightness of my skin. We look awake, we look ready, however we also look bronzed and we have a lot of colour on our skin. Ignore my little makeup. I will actually Ignore my little makeup band. I will be cleaning it after this. But I like to keep my hair out of the place. However, this one's a bit more like, the hair keeps poking through. Okay, so next I'm going to use my MUA Sunkissed bronzer. This is, I think it's just called Sunkissed bronzer. This one's very pigmented, so you need to use a little bit at a time. It's so pigmented. I'm just going to use a little bit on the outer edges. Just literally the outer edges, just to kind of bring it in a bit. Just a little bit on the outer edges, just so it's more kind of, and a little bit on the nose, like that. Perfect. I actually like that. I'm happy with the overall look so far. And then lastly, we're going to do the bronzer. So I don't use much bronzer for me personally. I will definitely try some new shades out. I actually want to get myself a coral blush. I love coral colours. So coral blush will be my next point of call, I think, to get one. If you guys have a recommendation for coral blushes, let me know. Coral is my favourite kind of colour when it comes to stuff like that. My lips are quite dry right now. I need to moisturise them. So this one is a lightweight matte blush. It's from She Glam, which is from Shein. It's called Seduction. I don't know if it's available still, but it's just this kind of like ombre effect. This is the only one at the moment that's been my favourite. So it's like an ombre. It's like a basically orange toned, orange pinky toned. This is quite pigmented as well, actually. I'm just going to stipple this on my face just to add that little bit of blush. It's not like a very pigmented, like as in like, it's not a vibrant colour. It's definitely pigmented once you keep building it up, but it's more like a subtle kind of dark blush, and I really like that. Perfect. As you can see, it's just a subtle kind of colour coming in, but that's all I want, literally all I want. Okay, so now the moment of truth. I'm going to use my setting spray. This is the L'Oreal 36 hour no transfer. I'm going to spray it like I usually would all over my face, and I'm also going to use my beauty blender like I usually would in any routine to just kind of press it into the skin. I feel like it helps kind of settle it into the skin even more. So I have my clean beauty blender and I have my spray. Okay, it's not too bad. Let's have a look. Oh my gosh. I will say this. Oh my god. Yeah, that's really strong. It's not a spray, so I was actually like thinking my face is going to be wet. I will spray a little bit more because I don't feel it went on anywhere. I mean, it could have. Let me spray a little bit more, but I might have to close my nose here. Really bad. This is actually not. I'm going to say it. This is quite bad when it comes to smells. Now that I've sprayed it, that really got to the back of my throat. If you suffer from asthma, or if you're sensitive to smells and tastes, and like it's not, I don't feel it's going to be good. Oh my gosh. That's yeah, I'm going to be honest here. I'm going to be honest. I have to be honest. This probably will do what it says on the tin. I can imagine it makes it no transfer. I'm not saying I'm never going to use it ever, but the thing is, like, as you can see, it smells really bad. It's like a hairspray. That's the kind of thing that I'm getting. I'm not sure how other people reviewed it. I may have to have a look after this video, but for me personally, this smells like a hairspray, and that's why I'm struggling to put it on my skin, or at least leave it on there for a bit. I'm going to use my original one quickly because I want to set my face properly. That's definitely not for me, I feel like. I'm going to be honest on that one. I won't recommend that, only because for me personally, the smell was really bad. It reminds me of an actual hairspray. And for me personally, with I know it's a setting mist, but the smell is really put off. Like, it gets to the back of your throat, like, you know when you spray as a hairspray and then you inhale it. That's what it's like. It might be different for you guys. You might try it and you might like it. For you guys it might work better, but for me personally, I'm not going to recommend something that I personally don't get on with. For instance, you guys might find it better. I'm going to use my normal Fresh Face Spritz. This is a spray, so it's meant to make your face look wet so it sets in. That's a mist, so it might work different. But for me personally, I'm not loving that, okay? I will spray my face with this. As you can see. And then I'm just gonna literally push it into my skin and set my face. I think now I'm gonna stick to spray, I think. I do want to give it a fair shot, but the thing is, I can't get over that smell. That smell is bad. At first, when I smelt it briefly with a little spray, it smelled like coconut. I was like, oh wow, this is going to be really cool. And then when I sprayed it full on with my face, it really got to the back. Just on my finger, I'm going to add a little bit like that. Just to add that kind of sheen to my skin. As you can see though, adding that setting spray has made my face look a bit more dewy. A little bit to my brow. A little bit to my nose. This is the Bronze and Glow palette from, does it say? It doesn't say a brand. I think the brand name came off somehow. I'm not sure where this is from actually. We want it on my lip, on my chin, just a little bit. And then I'm going to put it down here just so we can have that little kind of glow on our eyes. So as you can see, going right up to the brow bone and down into the corners. Just give you that kind of overall like brightness, just to make you look even more awake. And that's it basically. You can also add some more setting spray if you want to at this point, just to brighten that highlight. However, I think for now I'm done literally with the face. So overall the reviews here, I will go through them quickly before I end this video. So for the foundation, I would highly recommend it. My face doesn't transfer. Literally, I'm patting my skin and there's nothing on there. Obviously I'm wearing powders and setting spray. However, if a foundation was going to transfer pretty quickly, you would have done it by now. However, I will update you in the next video how it actually progressed all day. But overall, the smell, absolutely brilliant for this foundation. If you like a sun cream smell, you're going to like this one. It's not strong at all. It's lightweight. It's a little bit watery. However, the coverage is fantastic. If you're looking for a high coverage or full coverage, this is the one to pick if you want something a bit more lightweight rather than a Maybelline thicker foundation. Transfer wise, so far it's good. I will update you. As of the overall look, like you see in my skin, I have a lot of texture I can't get rid of. However, there's no kind of lines anywhere. There's no cakiness. There's nothing that shows to me that this is really caking up my skin. That's another good point that I will say there. I can't see any reviews on this at the moment, but I will actually put down below for you guys if this is cruelty free or vegan free for the people that need to know. So please look at the description if you are interested in this foundation and you want to know if it's cruelty free or vegan free, or vegan. Is it vegan free or vegan? Either one, you know what I mean. But yeah, this is actually good. I would recommend this highly. So this is a Loreal Infallible 32 Hour Wear Fresh. It's SPF 25 and also vitamin C. This I would highly recommend. And then we move on to the next one, which is not so great for me personally. So this is the L'Oreal Infallible Setting Mist 26 Hour. So it does claim that it's light as air, which is true. It's non-sticky, which is true. Never marks or runs makeup. Illuminating effect. Shake well before use. Hold spray slightly away from face in a circular motion. But the thing is, right, this will probably do what it says on the tin. However, I cannot get over the smell of this. So this for me is this is not a good review. So I will say this, in my honest opinion, because I don't like it, I'm not going to use it because of the smell. The smell puts me off massively. Even if you sprayed it over here, you have the smell is so intense for me. So it smells like someone's spraying hairspray and you're choking on the fumes. That's what it's like. Obviously I probably sprayed a bit too close. If I do it further away, would it change it? I'm not sure, but I can't get over the smell of this. At first I was like, it smelled quite delightful, or something I can at least put up with. However, when you spray more than just a mist of it, it gets in the back of your throat. So for me personally, I won't be using this again. I won't be buying it again. This is not the one for me. I will stick with sprays. I will try some different ones for you guys. So if you are looking for a mist, I will say this, maybe give it a try for yourself and see how you go. Me personally, this is literally 1 star out of 10. I will not be using this ever again. It's sad really, but the smell is just so off-putting. It's horrible. But you may get on with this. So let me know in the comments if you do try it. It might be different for you. You might love it. It might be your favourite product. However, for me, I can't get along with it, unfortunately. So 1 star out of 10. The foundation, I'll probably give about an 8 out of 10. So realistically, the review wasn't too bad. Obviously, next time I'm going to be back with an eyeshadow look. We're going to do Zara Larsson's inspired eyeshadow look, probably either pink or yellows, which I'm going to be super excited for. So make sure you have your notifications on, make sure you are ready to, because when you put the bell icons on, you can hear, or you can kind of, okay, so that's basically it. So next video I will be doing Zara Larsson's inspired makeup look for her shows that she did. I'm super excited, so make sure you stay tuned, have that bell icon on so you can know when I'm going to upload. And yeah, thank you guys for hanging out with me today, and I hope you have a great day.